Franklin TV Sports presents Franklin High School MIA Playoff Soccer today from the McGrath Stadium on the campus of Bishop Feehan High School in Attleboro, Mass. The Franklin High Panthers, the number 13 seed in the tournament with a record of 13-1-5, take on the Shamrocks of Bishop Feehan High School. They are the host school here today. They are a number 4 seed. They're 14-2-3. Hi, neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce. Working alongside is Chris Leverone. It comes down to the final 16, a Sweet 16 matchup here today between two foes who often meet in sports competition. Two great athletic programs, the Franklin High Panthers and the Shamrocks of Bishop Feehan High School. Let's go over the starting lineups. First for the homestanding Shamrocks. They will start in goal, a senior, Abigail Marcellet. They will start on defense, Addison Hansberry, a sophomore. Nev Taylor, a forward, she's a senior. Lainey Colley, she's on defense, she's a junior. Taya Briggs, a senior forward. Megan Vieira on defense, a sophomore. Captain Amanda Peck, defense, a senior. Savannah Ryan, a midfielder, a freshman. Mary Claire Thorpe, a midfielder, a sophomore. Ella Lockwood on defense, a senior. Brooke Kennedy, a captain and a midfielder and a senior. For the Franklin High Panthers, coached by Jody Klein. Cassidy Carmignani, a junior defender. Eiley Sinelli, a captain, senior defender. Megan Griffith, a defender, a senior. Gwen Holland, an attacker, a junior. Morgan Lovell, a midfielder, a junior. Grace Marinella gets the start today, a freshman defender. Claire Michelle, a freshman attacker. Kelly O'Connor, the captain, the senior attacker. Maddie Pond, a senior defender. And Cammie Towers will be in goal, a sophomore. And Ava Villela will start in the midfield. She is a senior. And the Franklin High Panthers, with a record of 13-1-5, look to keep their season alive, and they'll play against the Shamrocks, who are coached by interim coach John Sibilia. So that's the coaching matchup, Sibilia against Klein. We talked to both coaches before the game. We'll share insights about that as we go along. But here, a good crowd on hand at McGrath Stadium on the campus of Bishop Feehan are all standing here and ready for the national anthem to be played by the jazz choir of Bishop Feehan High School. There you have it, the jazz choir at Bishop Feehan High School with a live rendition of our national anthem. And we're just about ready to go to get this round of 16 underway. The officials for today's game, the center referee is Helio Rosa, and the other two referees are Derek Mendez and Steve Vieira. Franklin against the Shamrocks of Bishop Feehan High School, the round of 16, and the winner will face the winner of, let's see who we got next. I believe it's going to be Winchester, one of the teams, and we'll check on the other team that's still left in the tournament, and that will be in an Elite 8 game, and we'll have that for you a little bit later. We're about ready to start this one. Our producer and our director here today is Chris Leverone, and the winner of today's game will play the winner of today's game between Needham, the number 5 ranked team, and Winchester, the number 12 ranked team, and that game kicks off at 5 o'clock today at Needham. That's a 5 and 12 seed matchup, and they'll face the winner of today's game between 4th-seeded Shamrocks and 13th seed Franklin. So we're set to go. We gave you the starting lineups. Coach Jody Klein talking to her, what she said about the Shamrocks. They have some fast wings. They're tough in the midfield, and we need to play our best to spring the upset here today. As for Coach Sibilia, he told me before the game that he respects Franklin. He feels it's going to be a good game. And he feels like his players have to be conscientious of where the Panthers are at any point on the field because they are dangerous from any point on the field. That's the words of Coach John Sibilia. He's the interim coach, first-year coach for the Shamrocks. Franklin in the traveling white with blue, light blue numerals and light blue trim, and the Shamrocks in their green and white. The Panthers will be going from left to right across your screen, and the Shamrocks will be going from right to left. A beautiful day, 50 degrees in Attleboro at kickoff. Occasionally some wind. Not as blustery as it's been in the last few days. And we're ready to get this one launched. The Shamrocks will have the opening kick. 2 40-minute halves, 2 timeouts per game per team. And we are underway from Attleboro. So glad you're with us, fans, on Franklin TV, and we're streaming on YouTube. Shamrocks with the early control. Franklin tries to force the steal. They cannot. It's off Franklin. And a throw-in coming for Bishop Feehan. The steal by Franklin. And they send it in play. Now it's ruled out of bounds, so Franklin, I believe, will have the throw-in here. Panthers will have it. Opening minute of play from Attleboro. There's the throw-in for Franklin. In goal for Franklin is Cammie Towers. And in goal for Feehan is Abigail Marcellet. Here's the Shamrocks going through the back line with it. Huge field. We have a track around the field and bleachers, so we're way back in the press box here. Looking out on a field that's only a year old. Beautiful turf field here at Bishop Feehan. Shamrocks with a lot of control here in the first couple of minutes. Franklin tries to send one in, but a defender right there to block it. So a lot of control by Bishop Feehan to open up this game. They haven't advanced it much, but they're still controlling the ball in their back line. Now a kick beyond midfield. Franklin there to chase it down. Hustling for it there, and it's going to go out of bounds. Protecting it was Eiley Sinelli, the senior defender. And Franklin will have its second throw-in. Kicked high. Kept in by the Shamrocks. Again, they work it back. Franklin gets the steal. Their pass is going to be taken back by the Shamrocks. Good defensive positioning by Feehan. And Franklin charges through with it. With a little left-footed kick there for the Panthers was Claire Michelle. This is Michelle again. Left-footed boot by Gwen Holland. And the Shamrocks take it back. Good footwork here. Beautiful footwork by the Shamrocks. Feehan keeps it in play to midfield. Franklin knocks it out. Throw-in coming for Feehan. We've played about 3 minutes in this one. No score. A lot of play in the center of the field and in the Shamrock zone. And Franklin with the steal at midfield. They try to send a player away. Hustling for it there was Holland. It's turned back by the Shamrocks, and they get one advanced. This is their furthest advancement. And with it out there is Tia Briggs. Briggs. Back we go. Shamrocks very content to play good positional soccer. Franklin can't defend. And here come the Shamrocks. A long shot there over the net. That had a chance. It just sailed over the crossbar. That was a good look. Tammy Powers, I don't think she would have reached it. Would have hit right up that 8-foot line or so. But it went about 9 feet high. And Franklin will have a goal kick. 35:53 left, first half, no score. Headed back by the Shamrocks again. Feehan protecting the ball. I'd say they've dominated time of possession, surely here, so far in the first half. Chasing it back is Megan Vieira. Gwen Holland got in there, but it's going to be a foul called here against the Shamrocks, and Franklin will have a free hit inside the 40-yard, outside the 40-yard line. And the center referee is Helio Rosa, others Derek Mendez and Steve Vieira. For Franklin now, free kick for Morgan Lovell. She has it teed up right at the 40. Marcellet in goal. Lovell is going to go deep. Hits a player, bounces way out. And the Shamrocks try to cover it. Franklin right on it. And they're going to send it back and out of bounds. No, it's inbounds to midfield. Long driving kick by Franklin. That will go inbounds and kicked back down by Franklin, and a goal kick coming for Bishop Feehan. No score, 34-31 left, first half. Pete Royce with you, Chris Leverone producing today's game. This is a round of 16 in the MIA Division I Girls Soccer Tournament. For the Shamrocks, covering is Mary Claire Thorpe. Franklin gets the steal. This is Gwen Holland on the right side. Covering through there, blocked on an advance was Claire Michelle. She couldn't finish it. Taken back by Feehan, kicked out of bounds. Franklin will have the throw in. And throwing it in for Franklin will be Maddie Pond. Pond goes short on the right side. Holland battling for it out of bounds. Franklin again will throw it in. This is Maddie Pond. Pond, one hopper blocked by the Shamrocks. Trying to get a leg on it there was Michelle. Kicked high in front. Making a play on it there for the Panthers was Ava Villela, but she couldn't get full control of it. And taken back by Feehan. So a lot of defensive posturing here. Goal kick will be kicked out of bounds by Marzellet. And Franklin will have it in the offensive zone with 33 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first half. Spectacular day here from Attleboro. Long kick headed back in. Franklin with the control level. She goes down, a whistle and a foul. This is going to be a free kick for the Panthers inside the 25-yard line. Good chance for Franklin. Going down hard was Morgan Lovell. See who takes it for the Panthers. So be at the 25. See how they play it. Lovell talking to the official. Gwen Holland also there with some words of encouragement. And here we go with the free kick for Morgan Lovell. Or is it going to be Holland? We'll see. It's going to be Lovell. How is she going to play it? Wall to the right. Open space to the left. 3 defenders about 10 yards back. Now they split. 2 defenders left. Lovell. It's going to be Holland. She fakes it. And it's actually a whistle and play on. Both teams are just standing around. Both teams are standing around. And a long driving kick and a save. But the rebound is going to be free. And Franklin is going to clear it. Wow, we're going to recap that play. It was a trick play by the Panthers, and nobody knew what was going on. Everybody stood still until the Shamrocks booted it upfield, and they had a good shot on goal from way downtown, but a tough, hard hit. Holland looked like she was going to hit it, but she went right through the ball, and then no whistle and played on. Franklin was just looking around at that time. Panthers trying to cover it deep in their zone. Now it's cleared out near the 40. Taken back by Feehan. They'll go back to their own zone. Covered here by Megan Vieira. Franklin with the steal at midfield. Lovell sends one on the left side. Hustling down for it. But kicked out of bounds. That's a good hustle. She couldn't get to the ball, but she forced an out of bounds kick. And that was Kelly O'Connor. A great player in Franklin history, Kelly O'Connor. Does not want her senior season or her career at Franklin to end here today. Kick coming for Franklin. This is going to be a free kick. Ball is sent in. Right on goal. Marzaleh dropped it once, but recovered and made the save. On a nice kick there by Franklin on the free kick. That kick came from, I believe, Cassidy Carmignani. Franklin trying to put some pressure. There's a bump and a foul called against Franklin, and a free kick coming for the Shamrocks with 29:51 left in the first half. Each team with a couple of moderate scoring opportunities, but it's been mostly played inside the 30s. Shamrock advancing it. Pass goes through. Blocked by Franklin, and they take it back. Hits player of the Shamrocks, goes out of bounds. Throw in coming for the Panthers. 2 balls in play. We only need 1. And the one hopper. Franklin coming right. With it here is Maddie Pond. Advancing it. Blocked. Shamrocks once again have control. Left-footed boot's going to go out of bounds, and the Panthers will have the throw in. Under 29 to go. Fast-moving first half. Gwen Holland drops it back for Pond. With it now for Franklin was Ava Villela. And Franklin works it up near midfield. Passes through, but is blocked by the Shamrocks. And again, they go backwards to set up their offense. This has to be kicked by Marsley because it came from a kicked player. From a kicking player, I should say. Franklin with the steal, but a nice block there by the Shamrocks to thwart that attempt. Here's Gwen Holland. Side to side, Franklin working it. Shamrocks very tough in the midfield, as Coach Jody Klein told us before the game. And very fast on the wings. Franklin gets through. Panthers, good dribbling here. Ball is blocked, knocked out. And the Shamrocks try to control. They do. Pond battles for the foul on Pond. A free kick coming for the Shamrocks. Just inside the 45-yard line. We're under 28 minutes left in the first half. All the action on Franklin TV, and we're streaming on Franklin's Pride YouTube channel. Free kick coming for Amanda Peck, their captain defender. Peck, arm up, and she just goes sideways with it. Back to Peck in the center of the field. Peck, nice pass on the right. Blocked. Franklin tries to control. Player goes down. No play. No foul. Franklin hustling for it on the side, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds, and Franklin will have the throw in inside the 40-yard line. Here's the throw in. One hopper in heavy traffic. Shamrocks take it back. Good footwork there by Tia Briggs. Shamrocks looking for the best opportunity possible. No home run balls for the Shamrocks. They're playing it player to player, pass to pass. Not afraid to just hold their position and wait for their best shot. Franklin playing a number 4 seed here today. Franklin the 13 seed in the tournament. The Panthers need an upset to move on to the Elite 8 round. Throw in coming in the far side for Feehan. Double teamed in the corner. Nice play by Franklin. Carmignani knocked it out. Throw in coming for Feehan. Franklin covering it. It's out of bounds and a goal kick for Franklin. 26:06 to go here in the first half. Just a brilliant day. Gentle winds blowing here. Fans bundled up. Good crowd of fans from Feehan and Franklin on hand. Long goal kick for the Panthers. Headed out of bounds. It'll be coming back the other way for Feehan. It looks like the type of game where one goal or two will be so important. Does not look like a high-scoring affair here today, but we'll see what will happen. Whistle out of bounds. Franklin will have it. Franklin 13-1-5 on the season. The 5 ties is interesting in their ledger. Shamrocks 14-2-3 ties. There'll be no tie today. If we have to, we'll go to sudden victory. Chip in on the left side, just a little bit too strong, and that would have set up a player charging in on the left wing. But she couldn't get to it. So the ball will go back to Franklin. Charging towards that ball was Megan Vieira. Franklin with the free kick. Under 25 left in the first half. Franklin sends one deep. Holland tries to get to it. One player back was Vieira. Headed there nicely by the Shamrocks. They out hustle here for a moment. Franklin now comes back to thwart it, and they get some clearance. And now they get it on the left wing across the 50-yard line. Stutter step move here by Gwen Holland, showcasing her talents, and now it's kept in by Holland. No, that's Kelly O'Connor. Kelly O'Connor kicked out. Almost a corner, but it just went on the sidelines. Subs coming in for Franklin, checking into the game. It's going to be Vera Hansen and Lily Strong. And coming out is going to be Megan Griffith and Claire Michelle. So Franklin going to its bench here at the 23:42 mark. Throw in coming for the Panthers. Couple of players now with well rested into the game for Coach Jody Klein. Whistle stops play. It'll be a goal kick for the Shamrocks. 23:22 left, first half. We are scoreless. It's a round of 16 in this MIAA State Championship Division I Girls Soccer. Shamrocks kick it out. It should be. No, they're going to say off Franklin. Throw in coming for Feehan. Feehan to midfield. A nice header there. Good speed. That's that speed. With it is Brooke Kennedy, one of their captains, on the right wing, a little bit too strong, and it's going to roll out of bounds, and Franklin will have it. Feehan has representatives on their team from 13 different towns. Let's say 13 different towns feed into this school. So that's a plus and a minus. The plus is you can get talent from 13 towns. The minus is when you're on the road or in a tournament, not one single town will get behind your team, but you need to have fans from 13 towns, and sometimes that's harder to pull off. Whereas Franklin, the whole town of Franklin comes out. Here is Holland. Side to side it goes for the Panthers. Carmignani sends it through. Hustling for it down the left sideline was O'Connor. Lily Strong has it. Lily centers one up. Franklin tries to cover it, cannot, and taken back by Mary Claire Thorpe. To midfield, and now to the back line. Back it goes. Nice passing by the Shamrocks. Pass on the left wing. It's another good pass. This is Vieira, can't control it, and it goes out of bounds, and Franklin will have it with 21:39 left in the first half. Sun-drenched fans here at McGrath Stadium. I believe that's the name of the field. And a sub coming in for the Shamrocks. Panthers struggling for it. They're going to go back to it. Maddie Pond out a little bit. Controlled on a kick there by Vera Hansen. Franklin cannot get to it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in coming in the offensive zone for the Shamrocks. We're under 21 left, almost midway through the first half. On defense, Villela trying to stop Shamrock. With it was Savannah Ryan. Throw-in coming for Feehan. Long throw-in. Comes back to the thrower. Charging, a little looping shot, hit off a Panther and into the waiting arms of Cammie Towers, the sophomore goalkeeper for Franklin. And she's going to punt it. Nice punt by Towers. Takes a hop and is blocked. Pass on the right wing. Charging through, knocked out of bounds. It'll be awarded to the Shamrocks. Carmignani tried to stymie things there and was successful, but she kicked it out. Throw in coming. We're under 20 minutes to let go in the first half. And Franklin Lovell clears it out towards midfield. Kept in by Feehan. Franklin can't get to it, and the call will go to the Shamrocks. Kicked back to Franklin. They settle it down. Lily Strong. Strong sends it up. Player back. Good defense by Feehan. Holland gets a foot in there. Lovell also. Franklin charging Maddie Pond. She gets to it, but it's kicked out by the Shamrocks, I believe. It should be Franklin with the throw, and it is. Coming up on 19 minutes to go in the first half. Throw in by the Panthers. It's out of bounds, and Maddie Pond will move up a few feet. Tries to clear it down. Players go down, locked up. Franklin will still have it further up. Lovell went down. Pond keeps advancing upfield. Goes short. And twisting her ankle looked like it was Gwen Holland. She's hobbling a bit, but comes up with the ball. Holland centers the ball. Panther there. Defense there. And the defense wins it out. Franklin playing hard as Ava Villela. Ball is kicked and it spins backwards. A high kick now by the Shamrocks out of bounds. Franklin with some good offensive pressure in that series. And Holland appears to be okay, but a player for the Shamrocks is down. That looks like a cramp for a Shamrock player, and she's attended to down about at the 15-yard line. They'll stop the clock here with 18 minutes and 14 seconds to go. So pretty evenly played game. Early on, the Shamrocks had a lot of territorial possession, a lot of time of possession, mostly on their own end of the field. They had some advances. Franklin, maybe not as much possession, but they had a couple of good looks as well. So the player is down, and it looks like a cramp. Not a hot day, but players are working hard and trying to work it out. Can't get a number on that player. Trainer attending to her. Until you release that tension, it's agony. But once that cramp is released, you're usually good to go. 18-14 to go. This is the round of 16, the Sweet 16. And the winner will play the winner of today's game between Needham and Winchester. Player is up, limping a bit. And that player for the Shamrocks is Lainey Colley, a defender, a junior. So she's helped off. Walking mostly under her own power, still favoring one of her legs, the calf. Walking gingerly to the sideline to the Feehan bench. And she is going to get some water. Sometimes it's dehydration. Gwen Holland tries to make the steal, taken back by Feehan. Feehan to midfield. Now they boom one forward, a long kick. They haven't had a lot of these. This one is going to go down the field, chased down. Franklin tries to get the steal. They do. Holland kicked through by the Panthers, and now kicked straight out of bounds. Straight out by Ella Lockwood, the senior defender. Holland, she's blocked on her play. Maddie Pond comes in, controlled now by Lovell. Game opening up just a bit. Franklin keeps it in, kicked out of bounds. Let's see who they're going to give it to. Franklin is the call. And the referee in the middle is Helio Rosa. 3 officials for today's game. Maddie Pond will get things started for the Panthers. No, she'll defer. And into the game now for Franklin is Grace Marinella. She actually started. Marinella with a strong leg. Kicks it all the way through, headed out by the Shamrocks. The goalkeeper went out of position for a moment. She's back in the crease. That was a nice kick by Marinella. Under 17 to go in the first half. Another ball comes in. Franklin chasing it down. Boots it down on the right sideline. Holland centers it up. A little bit past the end line and out of bounds. A goal kick coming for Bishop Feehan High School. No score from Attleboro. Marseille hasn't really been tested. Cammie Towers on the other end has had a couple of saves. Shamrocks in heavy traffic. They're going to boot it out of bounds. Franklin will have it. And Michelle comes back in, Claire Michelle. And checking out is Gwen Holland. Throw in by Pond. Comes through Michelle. She rolls it through, but controlled by the Shamrocks. Oh, Lovell was right there to try to make a steal. Couldn't quite connect. Ball on the far sideline, now sent through. A through ball coming down. Franklin digging back. One-on-one here. There's the shot. It's high and over. Again, the Shamrocks have had a couple of good looks in the open field, but from way out, and the ball has sailed over the crossbar. Goal kick coming for Franklin with under 15 and a half minutes to go here in the first half. No score. Fans later on at 2:30, make sure you tune in for Franklin field hockey against Walpole. That'll come from Walpole at 2:30. Chris Flynn producing and calling that game for you fans. 2:30 today, later on this channel. Franklin on defense. Shamrocks moving it through. Franklin tries to get the steal. A lot of pressure. Now Franklin sends one high towards midfield. Blocked by Feehan. Now Franklin has it. They send one into the Feehan goal zone. Wide open here in the last couple of minutes. Nice move by Maddie Pond. Franklin boxed in their own side of the field. They drill one up, deflected. It gets through. Got through Villela for a moment. Down on the left wing it goes. Franklin trying to get something going. It's their tough defense they're facing in the steal by the Shamrocks. Coming in on the right side. A diving tackle by Franklin, and it's going to be out of bounds. Kelly O'Connor with the tackle. Let's see what they call here. This should be a free kick. It's going to be a free kick. This is much like a corner kick. Much like a corner. A good look here for the Shamrocks. They send it right in front. It goes clear over everybody. And Franklin boxes out, and unfortunately they kicked it out of bounds. Nope. Let's see. Yeah, I thought it was off of Franklin. That is true. That's a good call. Shamrocks will have it this time on the left side of the field. A kick that resulted almost just like a corner kick. Good control and a block beautifully there by Villela. Kicked off. This is going to be a corner. The first corner of the game against the Panthers. And they'll start here on the left side. Franklin digging in front of Cammie Towers. A corner kick with 13 minutes to go. Right in across everything, headed by the Shamrocks. That may go out of bounds, and it does. And Franklin survives one free kick and one corner kick. But they've been tested here in the last minute. We're under 13 minutes to go in the first half. No score from Attleboro. Franklin gets it up. Into the game now for Franklin is going to be BB Valley. Pond back to cover it. Maddie, she's going to send it out of bounds and just to the sideline. I don't think that went out. It may be another corner. Depends where it went out. It's going to be a corner. So a mistake there for the Panthers. They kicked it behind their own goal line instead of to the sideline. Another corner. This is the third opportunity in the last 2 minutes for the Shamrocks. And here they go. This time it's strong in front. The rebound and the save by Cammie Towers. A good look for the Shamrocks, and Towers comes down with the ball. The wind is blowing from left to right across your screens to the advantage of Franklin offensively in this half. It'll be to the Shamrocks' advantage in the second half. Pretty stiff breeze now. Throw in coming for Franklin. With it there was BB Valley. Franklin will have another throw in. Maddie Pond with the honors in front of the Franklin bench. Pond gets one blocked out of bounds. We'll move up 15 yards. Pond again. She goes low, back to Pond, out of bounds again. This time a 5-yard advancement. Maddie, one hopper to BB Valley. Kicked the other way by the Feehan Shamrocks. Franklin with a nice play there to Pond, kept in by the Shamrocks and stolen. And with it here is Alicia McRury. Here's a good look for the Shamrocks. Again, for the fourth time, it goes high on the look by Tia Briggs. They've had some good opportunities to score, but they've been lifting the ball over the crossbar. 10:26 to go. Clock moving in the first half. Franklin 0, Bishop Feehan 0. The winner moves on to the Elite Eight round against the winner of today's game between Needham and Winchester. A 5-12 matchup. This is 4-13. Shamrocks are number 4 in the state. Franklin finally flips the field. The goalkeeper way out of position, but hauls it in on the rolling ball, and she'll have a goal kick. We're under 10 to go. First half. Punt is short. Takes a good bounce, though. Shamrock bounce still rolling. Franklin sends it back. Strong went over her head to midfield. Panthers stop it. They'll drop it back to their back line. This is what the Shamrocks did in the first few minutes of this game. Play upfield on the right. It's going to be covered by the goalkeeper, and she'll come way out to haul it in. Feehan starts out from their own end. Off of O'Connor, out of bounds. Feehan will have it near midfield. So Kelly O'Connor's been held in check so far. The great star for Franklin. Here's a throw-in coming for Megan Vieira, the sophomore defender. Coming out is Nev Taylor for the Shamrocks. New sub in. Pond can't get to it. O'Connor does. O'Connor with some good footwork. O'Connor sends one deep. What a play by Kelly O'Connor. That ball is rolling down, and the goalkeeper is there just before Lily Strong could get to it. We're under 9 to go in the first half. Who will score first? Kicked out of bounds. An unforced error by the Shamrocks. Franklin will have it. Throw in quickly. One hopper there. Ball in front. This is O'Connor. She can't get to it. Settled down momentarily. Now kicked back. It's going to be the call here. Was it off Franklin or is it going to be a corner? We're waiting for the call. It's going to be a off Franklin, so it'll be a goal kick. No corner. Two players, one on each team, were vying for the ball. They said off Franklin, goal kick coming for Feehan. 8 minutes to go in the half. Collision the sideline with Maddie Pond. Throw-in coming for Feehan. Nice control there by Savannah Ryan. Her long pass on the sideline will roll out of bounds, and Franklin will have it. Clean game so far, no penalties. One corner against Franklin. Two against Franklin. Here's an advance for the Shamrocks. A hesitation move, a good pass on the right wing, and there's the ball on goal, and it's a save by Cammie Towers. It floated in. Towers had no trouble with it. Made another save. 7:07 left in the half. Towers with a high kick. O'Connor tries to get to it, cannot. And now the Shamrocks take it back at midfield. They go back. Pass on the right side. This is how Feehan played it in the first half. Very deliberate. Franklin takes it back. Long boot upfield. O'Connor, it just ticks her head. Rolled back. Kelly charging through. Couldn't get ahead of steam. Couldn't get past the defender. It's kicked out by Feehan, and Franklin will have it with 6:30 to go in the half. This is Maddie Pond to throw it in. Coming into the game again is Gwen Holland. And going out is Lily Strong. Here's the throw in. Blocked, and Franklin will do it again. Pond advancing it up. Kept in play this time. And it's going to be covered by the Shamrocks. Now Franklin steals it. Locked up there was Villela. And the violation against the Shamrocks. A free kick coming. Ava Villela won the ball. Drew a foul. Just inside midfield. Under 6 to go in the half. Long kick there, right in towards the goal by Marinella. She's got a strong leg. Marinella, only a freshman, got the start here today. How about that? It's going to be chased back by Eileen Sinelli. Pass on the left side. Franklin trying to get something started here in the final few minutes of this first half. Ball is in. O'Connor's there. The goalkeeper makes the play. If she doesn't handle that, Kelly's in with no goalkeeper. Feehan starts out quickly. Long ball coming down. It's going to be fielded by Towers way out at the 10 with 5:16 to go in the half. Still looking for the first goal of the game. Sun-drenched crowd here, 51 degrees in Attleboro. Towers kick. Taken back by Feehan. They'll drop it back right on the Shamrock logo at the center of the field. Beautiful field here in Attleboro at Bishop Feehan High School. Taken back by Addison Hansberry. Her left-footed boot goes down the sideline and out of bounds, and Franklin will have the throw in with 4:40 to go in the half. Pond will be backed up a few yards. Still moving back. And now Pond will enter the ball. Kicked up and high and goal line. Goal kick for Franklin. Just a high ball there by Feehan. 0-0 game. 4:10 left, first half. Eileen Sinelli has it teed up. Next to her goalkeeper, Towers. Sinelli, she drills a T-ball. Spinning through, Franklin tries to get control. They hustle back. O'Connor is there. She gets it. This is Kelly O'Connor. O'Connor coming up. Good dribbling by O'Connor. Still chasing it through. Kelly O'Connor putting on a clinic. She drives one up to the left side. It's caught. Now it's going to be Lovell. Morgan with some space. Morgan tries to get through the defense. Cannot. Still dribbling with it. Morgan comes around. She goes down. Let's see the call. Let's see the call. Is this going to be a free kick? If so, it's going to be similar to a corner kick. Lovell, I believe, won that ball. Waiting for the official. He's going to back the defenders back. So it's a corner kick, basically a corner kick, but it's not from the corner. It's inside the corner from Morgan Lovell. This was started by the great play by Kelly O'Connor. And Lovell did a good job in drawing the foul. Here's Lovell. She's going to go high. It's going to be deep over everybody to the right side, kept in by Pond. Maddie locked up. Tries to get it going, still out. It's going to be Feehan with the ball with 2:37 to go. So Feehan survives what was basically a corner kick, but not officially so. Throw in coming. Franklin with a little bit of an edge here in this final 5 minutes of the half. High kick there. O'Connor gets a leg on it. With it there for the moment on the kick was BB Valley. O'Connor, she pushes a player, and that's going to be Feehan with the ball. 2:09 to go. At 2 minutes, the clock will stop on the field, and the referees will control the final two here in this half. 2 minutes left right now. Final 2 minutes of the half. Scoreboard clock is not operating at this moment on the clock. Feehan. Pass on the right wing, blocked by Franklin. Chipped forward. Out of bounds. Throw in coming for the Shamrocks. 20 seconds gone in the final 2 minutes. Very competitive, pretty evenly played. I'd say slight advantage to the homestanding Shamrocks. Out of bounds, Franklin wins the ball with 30 seconds gone in the final two. Franklin sends one in. Chasing it down there for Franklin is Claire Michelle. It'll go over to Feehan. Feehan taking their time. They get one, short, in heavy traffic. Franklin steals it. Long boot in. O'Connor racing for it. The goalkeeper was in position to haul it in. And we've played about 1 minute and 10 of this final two. About 50 seconds to go unofficially here in the half. Long kick upfield, out of bounds. Franklin will have it. Unofficially, about 36 seconds to go. Well played first half. Kick there by Valley. BB sent out to the right wing. It's going to stay in bounds by Maddie Pond. About 20 seconds to go unofficially in the half. Nice sent kick out there by Marinella. The double whistle, and that'll end the first half. So that'll be it, a scoreless first half. 3 or 4 scoring opportunities for Feehan, but their balls went high over the crossbar. Franklin, no real prime opportunities to score. Their goalkeeper had to come out a couple of times. Franklin was always on the verge of maybe some green space and moving it down, but they never able to get a clear shot directly in on goal on Marzaleh. And so the first half has come to a close. We're going to take about a 10-minute break and come back to you to McGrath Stadium on the beautiful campus of Bishop Feehan High School. You score at halftime in this round of Sweet 16, Franklin 0 and Bishop Feehan 0. We'll be back in about 9 minutes with more Franklin High School MIA Girls Tournament Soccer. Welcome back to McGrath Stadium on the campus of Bishop Feehan High School in Attleboro, Mass. We're at halftime of this Sweet 16 round between Franklin High School and Bishop Feehan High School here in the MIA State Soccer Tournament. Pete Royce with you, Chris Leverone producing the game. We have 40 minutes left after the first half. What has been decided? Nothing on the scoreboard. A lot of tough play on the field, but no score, 0-0 after 40. And we'll switch around, and the Shamrocks will go from left to right. Franklin going from right to left, each going in the direction of their bench as we start the final 40 minutes of play. Again, the officials for today's game. The center referee is Helio Rosa. The other officials, Derek Mendez and Steve Vieira. Franklin, the number 13 seed with a record of 13-1-1, taking on the Shamrocks, the number 4 seed, and they host this game with a record of 14-2-3. Waiting the winner of this game will be a matchup between the winner of this game will play the winner of today's game between Needham, the number 5 seed, and the number 12 seed Winchester team. And that'll be played tonight at 5. The winner will play the winner of this game. Here we go, Franklin and Bishop Feehan for the final 40. And Franklin will have the ball and start off from right to left, and we're underway from Attleboro. Franklin in the white. Franklin trying to control it, is blocked, sent out of bounds. Looks like Feehan will have their first throw-in of the half. The Shamrocks take it. Shadows a little bit starting to appear on the far side of the field. Franklin with the steal. And this is Cassidy Carmignani. Cassidy sends one up for O'Connor. O'Connor sends one through. Kicked out. Let's see, it's going to go to the Panthers. And it'll be put in play by Carmignani. A one-hopper to O'Connor. She's double-teamed. Ball will be thrown in by the Panthers again. Just underway, 1 minute gone in the second half. Carmignani gets the ball back, controlling it, and she'll have another throw-in. For O'Connor, she spins through, blocked by Feehan, and out come the Shamrocks with some space on the right, taken back by Franklin. Kicked out. Franklin will have it. No, they're going to say off Franklin. Throw in coming for the Shamrocks. And it's good to see Lainey Colley back in the game. She went out with that, I believe, leg cramp in the first half. Franklin tries to steal O'Connor for the Panthers. Will drill one back deep. Long kick up field by Franklin. Some space there on the kick by Vera Hansen. Franklin racing to it, cannot get to it. Kicked out, Franklin will have it. Again, the speed of Franklin helps force an out-of-bounds play, and there's the throw-in for the Panthers. Now they kick it out. It'll be a goal kick coming back the other way for Feehan. Bishop Feehan High School here in Attleboro draws from 13 area towns, contributing to their student body. Ball to midfield. Shamrocks send one deep. Franklin comes back. O'Connor will stop it. Quickly reverses her field. Kelly O'Connor sends one in for Morgan Lovell. Can she get to it? No, but it's kicked out. Again, the speed of Franklin forcing that kick out of bounds, and Franklin will have it upfield. Cassidy Carmignani. One hopper there. Sent back. Out of bounds. It'll be Feehan with the ball. We've played almost 3 minutes in this second half. Carmignani with the steal. Now kicked forward. Sinelli with the header. Nice pass over to Cassidy Carmignani. This is O'Connor. Kelly working it around. She's going to send one in, a bending ball. It's loose. It's free. Franklin charging. What a save. The rebound and the score. The rebound and the score. Gwen Holland scores it. Holland, after the great save by Marzalay, came back and scored it. I believe that was Gwen Holland. Franklin breaks through. A great save by Marzalay, but the ball came up and Holland knew what to do with it at 26-37. 1-0 Franklin. Play back in. O'Connor can't get to it. Now Franklin gets to it. Back and forth we go. Chipped forward and out of bounds. No, kept in by O'Connor. What a move by Kelly. Look at her go. Kelly O'Connor, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. Left-footed centering ball is off the side of the net. Kelly O'Connor, such a sheer joy to watch on the pitch. 26:05 left in the game. Franklin 1. Feehan no score. Feehan starts out to midfield. Ball out of bounds. Franklin will have it. This is O'Connor. Gets through. Kelly charging. The goalkeeper is out, but makes the save is Marzalay. Abigail Marzalay, the senior goalkeeper. Blasted up by the Shamrocks. Nice stop at midfield by Tia Briggs. She's got a strong leg. She's had a couple of balls go right in over the crossbar. Feehan playing from behind. O'Connor stops it beautifully. Kelly comes through, gets through one. Can't get through the second and chipped out of bounds, and Franklin will have it. No, they're going to say off O'Connor. Throw in coming for the Shamrocks. This is Colley. Laney Colley with the throw in. And they go back. Now they go forward. Franklin's back line right there. To midfield. Shamrocks take it back over the stripe. Pass on the right, blocked by Franklin. Back it comes to the Shamrocks. Franklin with a diving tackle there. Beautiful one by Valella Ava. Also in the game now for Franklin, Megan Griffith. 34-30 left in the game. Franklin charges through with the ball. O'Connor cannot get to it and is sent back to the Franklin side of the 50. Covered there by a Panther. Charging up is Ava Sheket, not Valella. We'll identify that player in a moment. It's going to be a throw-in coming for the Panthers. A little bit screened here. Might have been Cassidy Carmignani. They're going to stop the clock. I believe that was Carmignani who was vying for the ball. It is Cassidy Carmignani, and she'll have the throw-in for the Panthers. One hopper. O'Connor boxing out, blocked. Franklin will win the ball. No, one referee said one the other way. So the official, the one in the middle, controls the game. He's the center referee. That's Helio Rosa, and he says the ball goes to the Panthers with 33:40 left. Carmignani to insert it. 51 degrees now here in Attleboro. A wind blowing from left to right. Sometimes from the far side to the near side. It's a swirling wind at times. Kept in by Valella. She pops one high. Franklin tries to cover it. They do. Coming through heavy traffic. Taken back by the Shamrocks. And Lovell comes in and blocks it. Franklin with some good pressure in the offensive zone. Ball chased down in the corner, kept in by the Panthers. Now out of bounds is the ruling on the side judge. Throw-in coming for Feehan. Under 33 left. Long kick upfield, all white shirts there. And Franklin controls it at midfield. Over to the Feehan Shamrocks. Players go down, and a whistle stops play. The ball will be a free kick coming for Feehan just inside the 45-yard line. See how they play it here. No, it's going to be a free kick for Franklin. I beg your pardon. Free kick for the Panthers. Grace Marinella, she's got that strong leg. Franklin right on it. They chip one forward. Panthers racing for it, and it will go to the end line and out of bounds, covered there by the Shamrocks. Ella Lockwood, the senior defender. Coming up on 32 minutes to go in the game. It's been a defensive struggle, but Gwen Holland changed things with her rebound shot. Here's the Shamrocks with some space. They take it 3-on-3. Nice pass in front and is cleared out of there by Lovell, and she will send it inbounds. Nope, out of bounds. No, it was inbounds. Yeah, good save by Franklin. Waiting for the whistle. It's Franklin with the ball. Franklin getting back on defense, forcing the turnover the other way. This is going to be kicked out by the Shamrocks. Franklin with the one hopper on that far side. Back and forth we go. Ball ping-pong back a little bit. Struggle for it. Foul called on Franklin. A free kick coming for Feehan. And they go high. Ball kind of dropped down. And Lovell covers it for Franklin. And she'll kick it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming the other way with under 31 minutes to go here in the second half. Franklin won. Feehan out of Attleboro, Mass. No score. This is the round of Sweet 16. Pete Royce on the call. Chris Leverone producing today's game. Remember, Franklin field hockey coming up at 2:30 against Walpole. A 7-versus-4 matchup. Walpole's the number 4 team in the state. Sinelli tries to clear it to midfield. And she does, covered by the Feehan Shamrocks. They start out, but stolen by O'Connor. Here's Kelly. O'Connor battling through. Kelly O'Connor with the control, with the side dribble, boxing out. O'Connor still charging through. Kelly's going to race for the ball, and she can't get to it, but she forces the kick out of bounds. That's the hustle of Franklin that causes those plays to be kicked out. We're under 30 minutes to go in the game. Franklin won. Shamrocks no score. Throw-in coming by Cassidy Carmignani. It's hard to believe she's already a junior. Remember her debut a couple of years ago. Nice talent for Franklin. Kicked out. Call will go to the Panthers. Carmignani again. O'Connor hits one high. Chases it down. And that's going to be a goal kick coming for Feehan. Marsley sends it off quickly on the left side. Franklin with some pressure in the offensive zone. It's kicked, but not out. Blocked by Lovell. Here's O'Connor. Kelly boxes out again. Spins through. O'Connor sends one through on a curl and is picked up on one hop. Wouldn't have reached the goal, but picked up on the end line by Abigail Marsley. We're under 29 minutes to go. Marsley with the punt. Nice kick to midfield. Headed there by a Panther. Settled down by Shamrocks, now headed back by Franklin. O'Connor gets to the ball. Kelly O'Connor with the move. O'Connor's going to shoot, and it's over the goal. That's the kind of shot that the Shamrocks put up on Franklin in the first half. They had 3 or 4 of those. O'Connor just lifted it too high. This next goal, so important. Will it be tied, or will Franklin have a 2-goals-to-none lead? That's what's at stake for the next goal in this game. So critical. Goal kick coming for the Shamrocks. Driving kick to midfield, headed by the Panthers. Villela. Kick back. Villela again can't get to it. Rolls through, and the Shamrocks will go to their back line to set up their offense. Defense for the Shamrocks. Franklin chasing it down. Can't get to it. Franklin will with a lot of offensive pressure in this half. And the near steal, and Michelle gets the steal. Claire Michelle, she sends one through, a slow roller and picked up by Marsley. And Claire Michelle is hobbled as she comes up. Favoring one side. Claire Michelle won that ball beautifully, sent one in on her left leg. Ball to midfield. Backward kick by the Shamrocks. Still in play, and they go backwards again. Now they send the ball in on the right side. They got Vieira there. Vieira coming through. She's got some space. Vieira makes the move. She can't get the shot off. O'Connor with the block. No call. The fans wanting the call. The coach wanting, sideline coach, assistant coach wanting call. Here's Kelly O'Connor. Franklin drives it up for Lovell. Morgan gets contact. No call again. They're letting the girls play. And it's off Franklin is the call by referee Helio Rosa. 26:54 to go in the game. Franklin 1, Feehan no score. Kick back by Feehan. Franklin more aggressive in this half with their forwards. Kicked way upfield, and this is going to be picked up by Towers. She's out of position, and wow, she took a hit, and her leg is hurt. Towers went way out beyond the 20, left the goal vacated, and she is down. Oh, attended to by Sinelli and Grace Marinella. Holding her right leg is Cammie Towers, and there's a timeout on the field. Towers was locked up in a battle. She went for the ball to stop the advance, but she just got hit hard, and they're calling for some help for the trainers to come out. Looks like the trainer for Feehan is out on the field, and Jody Klein, the coach, is making her way out to attend to her goalkeeper, who's been great here today, Cammie Towers. Meanwhile, timeout, clock stopped, 26:27 left. Towers sitting up now, was hunched over a moment ago. Towers only a sophomore. She had been alternating with Devin Cairns, but it's been lately Towers who's been the starter for a number of games in a row. So she's down on the field, sitting up, as you can see, and see what happens. Critical time in this game to go down. Can she make her way up? She's going to try. She's on her feet. Will she be at full strength? That's the key. And that's what Coach Klein wants to know. Are you good enough to give us 100%, or do we need to sub you out? Such a critical position. I don't think she can go on. It does not look like she can go on. And she is just gingerly walking off the field, baby step by baby step. The right leg is not touching the turf. Cammie Towers coming off slowly with the trainer and Coach Klein. So we'll look for a backup goalkeeper here who's been sitting on the sidelines for the whole game, so certainly not warm. And this would be Devin Cairns. She's only a freshman. Devin Cairns has the green jersey on, and now they're carrying Towers off. Yes, they're carrying Cammie Towers off. And Devin Cairns is ready to check in. Only a freshman. What a spot for the freshman as the sophomore gets carried off. Will she be able to return? It doesn't look like it, but I am no doctor. They're going to bring Towers to the sideline, and Devin Cairns is on the field. Towers cannot put any pressure on that right leg. We'll see how Devin does. She's played a lot this year. That experience will help her. But remember, she's only a freshman in this Sweet 16 round, high-pressure moment for the Panthers. And Towers sitting on a golf cart here being attended to on the sideline. 26:27 to go. It's up to Devin Cairns to carry the load. Play back in. And saved here, kicked out by the Panthers. Throw in coming. That ball cleared the fence and went to the neighbor's yard. Triple team is the defense there on against the Shamrocks in front. O'Connor heads it. Kicked high. Headed out by the Panthers to Lily Strong in a stoppage of play. A foul called against the Shamrocks. A free hit for Franklin with 25:52 left here in the game. Remember, we will not play a tie. It'll be sudden victory. Here's Carmignani. for Grace Marinella, the freshman with the strong leg. Villela, she's played a good game for the Panthers. Long kick in on the right sideline. Franklin tries to get to it. Hustling for it is kicked back by Feehan. Franklin again with some good pressure in the attacking zone. Covered back in here and saved by Villela. Panthers for O'Connor. She can't get to it, but she hustles back and Franklin chips it forward. Shamrocks clear and they send one on the right wing. That's going to stay in bounds. Coming through again, the freshman goalkeeper Cairns in the net. Here's the player with the shot. It is high, just over the crossbar again for the fourth time or so, 4 or 5 times. The Shamrocks have sent one just soaring a foot or so above the crossbar. We're under 25 minutes to go in the game. Franklin won. The Shamrocks of Bishop Feehan High School, no score. So Cairns, can't say she was tested because it went over her head. But that would get her alert, just over her head and over the crossbar. Franklin with the kick. Headed back by Feehan. Chip forward. Franklin does get a leg on it, and they boot it to the Shamrock side of the 40, out of bounds. Throw in coming for Feehan. Kicked high, Lovell. She gets to it, and Morgan sends one up. Franklin charging through. They get to the ball. Lily Strong. It rolls through. No foul on the call. They're going to have they call a foul on Franklin, actually, a free kick for the Shamrocks. We're under 24 minutes to go in the game. Strong with some pressure. Coming up, Franklin forces a pass to the side. Off the wrist of O'Connor, out of bounds. Just inside midfield for the Shamrocks. Long throw in there. It's past everybody. Franklin will chase it down. Have to be careful of the corner. And they don't. It's going to be a corner for the Shamrocks. It's so difficult to try to clear pressure, but you can't kick it past your own goal line. A corner kick for the Shamrocks. A chance to tie the game with 23:15 left. From the right corner. Franklin packing in front of freshman goalkeeper Devin Cairns. Here we go with the corner kick. Long drive right past everybody. The rebound there is out of bounds. What are they going to call? No call yet. They're going to give the ball to another corner, I believe, is the call. I thought it was off the Shamrocks. They say no, off of Franklin. We'll go to the other side for another corner. I believe that's 4 corners in the game. 3 this half. Here we go. Booming kick in front. Right in front, the header. It hits the crossbar. It hit the crossbar and comes out. Franklin chasing it down. And it's going to be out of bounds. Who's going to get the ball? It's going to go to Feehan. The pressure is on. The momentum with the Shamrocks right now. It hit the crossbar and bounced straight down. Wow. Throw in coming here for Amanda Peck, their captain. She gets one through, and Cairns cannot come out. She left the goal open. She didn't get to the ball. She did come out, as I should say, but it was risky. Throw in coming again for Peck, their captain. 21:53 to go. Sub coming in is Lainey Cawley, the junior defender. And going out is Nev Taylor, the senior forward. Here's the throw in. Connects. Franklin needs to get some clearance, and they do. This is Lily Strong. Finds a player on the left, on the right. Back and forth we go. Franklin tries to cover it, and they win the ball. Coming through with it are the Panthers. Oh, they try to send a player away. Lily Strong, can she get to it? Ball is loose. Strong there. It's chipped forward, back out. Villela with the high kick. Franklin tries to settle it down. Is recovered by the Shamrocks with 21:11 left. Long kick by Marinella. She's going to be a player, only a freshman. Grace Marinella kicked out. Franklin wins the ball back. We're almost midway through the second half. 1 goal in the game. It belongs to Gwen Holland of the Panthers. Franklin survived some great pressure by the Shamrocks. on the left side for Kelly O'Connor. O'Connor protecting the ball for Carmignani. Back to Kelly, back to Carmignani. It's deflected and picked off. Here come the Shamrocks again. O'Connor comes back. Player goes down. Ball will be awarded to Franklin with 20:20 left. Carmignani to insert it in front of the Franklin bench. All the players standing on both benches. Nobody sitting down for this one. Ball is thrown deep. Shamrocks try to clear it. Not a clean clear. Franklin on the defense here. Shamrocks nice passing, tipped forward. Franklin drills it down. Charging is Strong. She can't get to it. And now it's picked up by Hansen to Strong on the right wing. Franklin with some space. The ball is deflected, and this is going to be, see what they're going to call here. Is this going to be a corner? This is a corner. Franklin won it. Franklin won the corner. Franklin won the corner. Vera Hansen deflected it off of Shamrock. And here comes Hansen with the left leg. She centers right up in front. It's caught. The rebound is loose. Still loose, and it's going to roll to the sideline. It's going to be another corner. Franklin goes the whole game so far with no corners and 2 here in the last minute. Hansen again. That strong left leg. Vera Hansen. 19:09 left. They talking to the goalkeeper is the lead official. She's okay. Marzaleh. And here comes Hansen. Second consecutive corner kick for the Panthers. The left-footed boot comes through. It's out deep. And O'Connor has it. She drives one off a Shamrock. Another rebound shot. Franklin is going to be wide to the left. And that'll roll and be picked up by their goalkeeper, Abigail Marzaleh. And Marzaleh with the punt. Comes up to midfield, covered there by Villela for Franklin. Cassidy Carmignani, she's going to tee off one. Headed there by Strong. Ball is loose, carries through and covered by Addison Hansberry, the sophomore defender for Shamrocks. 18:20 left. Chip forward. We're in the middle of the field here. Play back and forth. Kicked out of bounds, and that's over the fence. Or over the bleachers anyway, not over the fence this time. Shadows beginning to appear on the far side. Long boot by Franklin. High up in the air. O'Connor racing for it. The goalkeeper out of position. Does field the high one hopper. And she'll send one out. Wing one out on the right. Franklin comes back quickly to make the steal. O'Connor. Kelly chasing it down. Stops. O'Connor tries to get through. Is blocked. Kept in by the Shamrocks. And here comes Feehan. Now a whistle stops play. Whistle stops play. It was actually to Franklin's advantage because it looked like the Shamrocks had a head of steam up. 17:21 left in the game. Franklin won. Bishop Feehan, no score. Pete Royce with you in the press box here. Chris Leverone producing today's game. Franklin with the steal. O'Connor, Kelly in the open space. Kelly gets by one. Holding, he gets pushed back. And the ball is continued on in possession with the Panthers. Heavy traffic, though. Player goes down, no call. Now it's a violation against Franklin. A free kick coming for the Shamrocks. We're under 17 minutes to go. Will Coach John Sibilia make any changes here? Down by 1 goal. Still plenty of time, folks. 17 minutes, less than that to go. Franklin tries to get to the steal. Lovell hustles through. The long driving boot on the left wing. Cairns is out, and she's going to get it. Devin Cairns out and falls on the ball, protecting it. Cairns, remember, if you joined us late, Cammie Towers, the starting goalkeeper, is out of the game with a right leg injury. Here's Cairns, a short punt. Ball does get to midfield, slightly beyond. Franklin tries to get on defense. With it is Cawley, Laney. Laney makes a move. Laney, Cawley, centers one up. Ball is blocked back to Cawley. This is O'Connor for Lovell. Pass on the right side for Villela. And she sends one up. Low, but blocked and taken back by the Shamrocks to midfield. Ball wrestled for. The whistle. No indication who's going to get it. I'm going to say Shamrocks. 15:35 to go. Little hesitation there. And now a timeout called for subs. And coming in for Franklin is going to be Claire Michelle. And coming in for the Shamrocks is Tia Briggs. And going out for Franklin is Lily Strong. And out for Shamrocks is Ella Dos Santos. She was just called up today from JV. And a whistle and a timeout called. Timeout on the field. 15:31 left. Franklin 1 and Bishop Feehan no score. Fans, let's take a look at some of the other tournament teams for Franklin. We mentioned field hockey. That's going to get started in just about an hour at Walpole. The Panthers are the number 7 seed with listen to this, with a record of 19-1-0. They're going to take on Walpole, the number 2 seed, 19-0-1. How close could you be? It seems like Franklin and Walpole always meet up in field hockey competition. Boys soccer will be playing also at 2:30 today at Brockton. The boys soccer team, they are number 23 with a record of 15-4-2, and they'll be taking on Brockton, the number 6 seed, with a record of 10-1-6. Volleyball lost last night to Newton North, 3-0, so they're out of the tournament. Football lost last night to Methuen, and so they're out of the tournament. They will continue to play, of course, but they will not be in contention for postseason play because of their loss to Feehan. And that should do it for the lineup of Franklin. The winner of this game will play the winner of today's game to be played at 5 o'clock between Needham High School, the number 5 seed, and the number 12 seed Winchester team. So that winner will await this winner, and that'll be at a date and time to be announced by the MIAA. Go to MIAA.net to get all of the latest standings and power rankings and tournament matchups. Play about to resume. 15:31 to go. Not sure who called that timeout, but we are going to play on here from Feehan. 51 degrees and sunny skies here. Not a cloud in the sky. Throw in coming for the Shamrocks. Villela with the honors. Picked up by Claire Michelle. Referee just checking his watch. Signals play on. And here's the throw in. We're underway. Picked off by the Panthers. Back to Vieira. Franklin tries to steal it. They do get the ball to midfield. Kept in by the Shamrocks. Again, a freshman goalkeeper now in net for Franklin. Cammie Towers out of commission here with a leg injury. The ball rolls up and Cairns will come up and, again, her patented dive on the ball after she secures it. We're coming up on 15 minutes to go before a good crowd on hand here. Fans standing along the rail, sitting in the bleachers. And here we go with the final 15. Shamrocks with it. They chip one forward. Franklin with a nice header there, double header. And now out to Kelly O'Connor. O'Connor, stutter step move, still dribbling it through. Great position by O'Connor. It's out of bounds. What's going to be the call? The two officials looking at each other. And it's going to be a call here to Feehan. They'll get the call. The two officials were looking at each other. And the ball goes to Feehan on the throw-in. Near sideline ball is out. Feehan still has the ball. Quick throw-in by the Shamrocks. O'Connor steals it. Kelly coming up. Left-footed boot. Sends one through. Curling ball. It's blocked and hit high in the air by the Shamrocks. Lovell tries to get to it. Cannot. Feehan, a long ball comes up. Cairns stays in goal this time. That's a good decision here by Cairns. Marinella defending. Ball is kicked through and still in bounds. And now blocked by Franklin. Kept in by the Shamrocks. A long boot on goal, and that's in! A long boot ties the game. A long boot ties the game. I believe that was Mary Claire Thorpe. Mary Claire Thorpe ties it. 1-1. Thorpe gets the goal at 13:33. It's a new game. Cairns just didn't have the height to go down with that ball, and Thorpe from deep outside put it home. Nice goal by Mary Claire Thorpe. We're tied at 1. Momentum now to the Shamrocks. 13:20 left. We're tied at 1. Franklin led from the 26-37 mark of the first half to over a half of play. Panthers coming through now with it. O'Connor has it picked off. Centering ball there. Franklin covers it deep in the corner for O'Connor. And Kelly starts out, and she's going to send one. Blocked by the Shamrocks, and they cover it back. With it was Thorpe, who just got the goal. Franklin, Michelle blocks it. Sent over to the right, inbounds, headed by the Panthers. To Ava Villela, and her kick is out of bounds. It's going to go to Franklin. 12:35 to go. We're tied now at 1. Should this end in regulation, we'll play overtime. Lovell with a left-footed boot. Ball is up. The goalkeeper's out of position. The ball is in play and now is sent back. Always dangerous to leave your position like that, but Franklin couldn't get the ball. Kicked sky high, not sky high, but fairly high. And now sent forward by the Shamrocks. We're tied, but the Shamrocks with the momentum. Diving tackle misses. Covered by Franklin to midfield and back to the Shamrock zone. Pass is going to stay, now kicked out by Cassidy Carmignani. 11:49 to go in the game. Throw in, deep. In front. Here's the shot, it's blocked. Oh, nice block by Sinelli. That helped, but it's going to be a corner kick. It's going to be a corner. Sinelli blocked it, but the momentum of the ball carried it past her own back line. So a corner, a chance for the Shamrocks to take their first lead of the game with 11:21 left. Teed up from the right corner. Driving kick, it's high, it's a header there. It's going to go past the end line, a goal kick coming for Franklin. It seems like the Shamrocks have the lead, but it is tied, but the momentum just totally swung to Feehan after the goal by Mary Claire Thorpe. Checking into the game now for Franklin is Megan Griffith, and coming out for the Panthers is Vera Hansen. 10:46 to go. Regulation. Ball out of bounds. Would be going back to the Shamrocks. Well, we thought it would be low scoring, but 1-1, that's amazing. Plenty of time left here. More than 10 minutes to go in the game. Regulation. At this stage, who has the better conditioning also is a factor in the game. Been a long afternoon on the turf. Drilled forward. Franklin tries to defend it. There's a shot on goal. It's just wide. Just wide on the blast there by Brooke Kennedy, one of their captains. So it'll be a goal kick coming for Franklin. We'll see what kind of offensive pressure the Shamrocks put in play here on the goal kick. It will not be Cairns. It's another defender with the kick. Headed back by the Shamrocks. Nice play there. And they keep it in the offensive zone. Blocked by Franklin. Villela. Franklin comes back, tries to stop me. A player charging on the left side. Pass in front. Oh, she just fanned on it. Here comes the pass. The rebound and the goal. A beautiful pass and a beautiful goal there. And what's going to be the call? Wait a minute. Did they call something? I don't know what they called. They're going to take that goal off the board. They're taking the goal off the board. We're still tied at 1. A goal kick for the Panthers. No goal. I'm not sure what the call was. Wow, it was great passing by the Shamrocks. Tremendous. They punched one home, but it's taken off the board. We stay tied at 1 to the bewilderment of the homestanding Shamrock fans. Quite frankly, to me, too, I'm not sure what the call was. Franklin will have it deep in their own zone. 9:05 left in regulation. As best we can, we'll describe the rules for overtime when we get a chance. Shamrocks with the steal. They come forward with it. Marinella takes it back for Franklin. Some space in the center of the field to O'Connor. Kelly settles it down. Kelly on the charge. Kelly is tackled, the ball tackled out of bounds, and Franklin will have the throw in. 8:36 to go in the game, in the regulation, I should say, and a timeout called. Timeout here. We stay tied at 1. It looked like the Shamrocks had taken the lead. And this good crowd thought, as we did, it was 2-1. They actually posted 2-1 on the board. They took it off. And how important has that injury been to Cammie Towers, the sophomore goalkeeper, being attended to? She would love to get back in. I don't think the way she's sitting down on the golf cart, I don't think she will. Devin Cairns doing the best she can with it. The pressure, though, on the offensive attack zone by the Shamrocks has been outstanding. So we'll play on with 8:34 to go. This is a Sweet 16 matchup between Franklin, the number 13 seed, taking on the number, 4 seed, Feehan High School. Feehan 14-2-3, and Franklin 13-1-5. Pete Royce with you, Chris Leverone. Remember, at 2:30, we have Franklin and Walpole in field hockey. What a tremendous matchup between those two outstanding field hockey programs. Coach Michelle Hess has her team out there with a great record, 19-1-0. This is a matchup of the Elite Eight later on today at Walpole. So that'll be at 2:30 today, also on our YouTube channel, Pride YouTube channel, and on Franklin TV. But here, back to this action. Time is about to resume. 8 minutes and 34 seconds left in the regulation. We're tied at 1. Franklin will have the ball just beyond midfield. And putting in play for the Panthers will be Cassidy Carmignani. She's going to go on one hop into the corner, taken back, blocked by Franklin, out of bounds, throw in coming for the Shamrocks. Franklin with a nice steal by Morgan Lovell. Lovell off of a Shamrock, so Franklin with some pressure in the offensive zone gets the ball back. 8:10 to go in the game. Throw in, hit high. Franklin struggling for it. Michelle there, foul on Michelle. The Shamrocks will have the throw in coming with 8 minutes exactly left in regulation. It's going to be a free kick for Feehan. A long kick to midfield, headed out of bounds by O'Connor. And it'll go back to the Shamrocks. And they'll run up and try to take their first lead of the game. Out of bounds, still advancing it. Here are the Shamrocks. Upfield they come. Kicked out. Shamrocks with the ball again. Shamrocks with a lot of momentum here. Long throw in towards the goal. Franklin blocks it. Out deep. Shamrocks control. They chip it in. Pass is complete. A player all alone. Franklin back for it, and Lovell makes the defensive play of the game. There's the drive and the save by Cairns. It's loose, but she covers it up before an attacker was right on her doorstep. Devin Cairns with a nice save. Here's Cairns with the punt. Gets off a good one, headed by the Shamrocks. Franklin withstanding pressure. Shamrocks into the offensive zone again. And no play, no foul called. Play on. Out of bounds. Franklin wins the ball. Franklin wins it with 6:37 to go. Every possession so critical now. Throw in for the Panthers. Blocked. Shamrocks covering it. And they come out with it. Nice behind the back dribble here by the Shamrocks. That's Brooke Kennedy, their captain. The long shot in. It's going to be wide of the net, but Cairns makes the save anyway with 6:15 to go. Cairns with the boot. Out deep for Michelle. Can't get to it. Now it's boxed around and kept in by the Shamrocks in their own zone. Shamrocks send one through to the middle of the field, headed there by the Panthers. Blocked by Morgan Lovell. Lovell tries to send O'Connor away, cannot. Franklin misfires here on Carmignani, and Kelly O'Connor will chase it down on the near sideline. O'Connor with a long boot across the field, blocked by Feehan. This is Gwen Holland. She got the first goal of the game. Holland chips one forward. Panther out there, but it's going to roll into the waiting arms of their goalkeeper, Abigail Marcellet. 5:26 to go. At 5 minutes, the clock will stop on the scoreboard. Headed by the Panthers, headed back by the Shamrocks. Back and forth we go. Ball is going to be kept in bounds by O'Connor. Kelly gets through one. Kelly dribbling. Pass on the left wing for Lovell. Lovell charging in. Her ball is blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. No, kept in by Carmignani to O'Connor. O'Connor gets one through the defense somehow. 5 minutes to go in the game. In regulation, we're tied at 1. O'Connor. Back out for Carmignani. Cassidy drills one. Through. Blocked. Headed there. Still loose. Franklin digging for it. It's going to go out of bounds. Is this going to be a corner? We'll see. This could be a corner for Franklin. Let's see where they place it. It's going to be, I think, a corner or right near it. It's a corner kick for Franklin, a chance for the Panthers. We're in the final 5 minutes of regulation. Cassidy Carmignani with the honors. Arm up. Here she goes. She goes low. Ball is loose and is blocked. And Franklin comes back with the long blast here. It's almost through and a save and the rebound again by Abigail Marcellet. 1 minute gone in the final 5. We're tied at 1. Drilled up by the Shamrocks. Franklin there, Sinelli. Good look for Franklin a moment ago. Blocked by the Shamrocks. They take one in. They send one down. Here comes Cairns out of position, and she makes the save with heavy traffic. Wow, she made the save. Sinelli was in on it as well, but Cairns made the stop. Here's Cairns with the punt. Cairns getting off some better punts here of late. Franklin settles it down nicely. Villela, Ava on the right wing. About 2:20 or 2:30 left in the game, or 3:30 left. Ball in front for O'Connor. She kind of get to it. Here's the shot. It rolls up. The rebound and the save. Franklin with another good look. They had O'Connor sprinting down, but Abigail Marcellet made the stop. Roughly 3 minutes left in regulation. The steal and the drill back down for Franklin. Coming back on defense. They save it. Grace Marinella sends it out and out of bounds. A throw in coming. Should we go to overtime? I believe it's going to be 10-minute overtimes. 2 of them. And we switch sides after the first one. And after 2 scoreless overtimes, we go to a shootout. Ball is blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Franklin will have the ball with roughly 2.5 minutes to go in regulation. What an exciting game. Lily Strong comes in. And Claire Michelle goes out for Coach Jody Klein. Throw in coming for Cassidy Carmignani. O'Connor, it's stolen back by the Shamrocks. Taken back by Amanda Peck. Peck driving through. O'Connor comes back to thwart a little bit. The centering ball is loose and it's going to be kicked down. What's going to be the call here? It's going to be a corner, I believe. It's going to be a corner kick for the Shamrocks. I believe that's number 5. Franklin has had 2 offensive corner kicks. Critical time here with less than 2 minutes unofficially left in the game. A corner kick for the Shamrocks. Looking to take their first lead of the game in the final 2 or so minutes of play. Here it comes, driven right high over. Franklin gets a head on it and kicks it out of bounds on the sideline. Roughly 1:30 left in regulation. There's the throw in. Franklin swarming to the ball. They send one out a little bit, but out of bounds again. Throw in coming for the Shamrocks. In good possession here. A good possession brewing. In front, Franklin clears it to midfield and beyond. One player back. Ooh, any false move and Franklin has a potential breakaway, but it's controlled by Peck on the right side. Coming up is another player with it here is Briggs. Tia Briggs in front, it's blocked. Franklin tries to get some space to get it out to Lily Strong. Strong with some space. Lily, 2-on-2 for the Panthers. Lily gets through one, and Lily is hit off the play, and it's cleared out and out of bounds. Unofficially, 40 seconds to go in the first half, in the regulation, and now a clock stopped on the field. I have unofficially about 30 seconds to go. I could be off on that. And maybe that was the call. I don't know if that was the double whistle. That might have been the double whistle ending the first regulation period. I don't think anybody called a timeout. So it looks like regulation is over. We'll have overtime. We'll wait for the official correction of that. The referees are huddling up. It's going to be sudden victory overtime. Looks like a 5-minute break to get the group rekindled and get them re-energized. And we're going to take a short break for about 4 minutes and come back for the first overtime. You're watching exciting MIA playoff soccer on Franklin TV. We'll be back to Attleboro in just 3 minutes. Welcome back to McGrath Stadium on the campus of Bishop Feehan High School in Attleboro, Mass. We're going to overtime between the Sweet 16 matchup between the Franklin High Panthers and the Shamrocks of Bishop Feehan. 1-1 after regulation. This will be a 10-minute overtime, and if there's no score, we'll do it again. We'll switch sides and go with a 5-minute break. Another 10-minute overtime, no score there. Then we go to a shootout. What drama here in the MIA Sweet 16 round. And there was a coin toss, and the Shamrocks won the toss, I believe. No, maybe Franklin won the toss. Looks like the Panthers won the toss, and so they'll have the opening possession to start the second half. Lily Strong is out there. We'll identify some of the Franklin players out there. Megan Griffith is out. This is Gwen Holland. She's out there. Also out there is Kelly O'Connor. Ball is driven down on front, a long shot, and the save by Devin Cairns. Now remember, Cairns is kind of looking into the sun at this point. Cairns with the short kick, kept in by the Shamrocks. It's the freshman goalkeeper replacing the injured Cammie Towers, who went out earlier this game with a leg injury. Kicked is going to be out of bounds, and Franklin will have the throw in. First 10-minute overtime. The first to score wins the game. And for the other team, the season ends with that goal. Franklin back, the offensive zone. Controlled here by the Shamrocks. Off Vieira, it hops back, heading for out of bounds. O'Connor racing for it. A nice play by Vieira to save it. Rather, Gwen Holland racing for it. Kept in by Vieira. She sends one up towards midfield. Now it goes to Thorpe. Nice chip shot to the right wing. Players coming through, Franklin back to save it, and they're going to just send the ball out of bounds. Carmignani sent it out. Minute and 20 gone in the first OT. First to score wins, and they move on to the Elite Eight round. Throw in coming here for Amanda Peck. Peck runs up and launches a good throw right in front. Rebound in front. The shot is over the goal again. Again, for the fifth or sixth time, the Shamrocks have had a chance to put one home. Just sailed over the crossbar. We play on with 8:08 left in overtime. Goal kick coming for the Panthers. They drill one out, blocked by Shamrocks. They keep it in. Another advance. Franklin now sends one again to midfield. It clears the defender. Franklin tries to get to it. A whistle and a violation. A foul called against Franklin. A free kick coming for the Shamrocks in the center of the field. Free kick coming. Here we go. Oh, they go short on the right side. Playing possession soccer in front. Ball is loose. Villela gets to it and kicks it to a Panther out near midfield. Headed back by the Shamrocks. Headed by Franklin to midfield. They get some momentum with the ball. They had Gwen Holland looking to break on the right, but they couldn't get the ball to her. It rolls out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming for Maddie Pond and the Panthers. Maddie drills it, but to a Shamrock. Here comes Feehan. It's blocked. Feehan still controlling it. They spin through with it. With it there was Taya Briggs, and her ball is blocked, and the Panthers take over. And they try to cross midfield, and they do. This is Kelly O'Connor. O'Connor dribbling through, keeps it in bounds, sends one down the left sideline, and their goalkeeper will come out, Abigail Marcellet. Part of the field there in shadows. Again, the Franklin goalkeeper looking back at the sun, depending on the angle from which the kick comes. Long kick by Marcellet. Franklin tries to get to the ball, and they do not, but the Franklin team will not win the ball. Let's see. It's going to be Franklin ball. The Shamrocks assumed they had it, but kind of a slow call by the official. And here we go with Franklin possession. Kicked high and out of bounds. Knocks over a water bottle on the scorer's table. 6:05 to go in the first 10-minute overtime. First goal wins. Shamrocks possessing the ball beautifully here. This is Savannah Ryan. Ryan takes it in the corner. Battling there. Ryan still with it. Her centering ball in front. It clears a would-be passer. receiver and is cleared by the Panthers, but not out. Now it's knocked out by the Shamrocks, and Franklin can have a little breathing room with 5:38 to go in the first OT. Again, Shamrocks in possession of the offensive zone. A long shot there is wide. It'll go out of bounds on the goal kick, I believe, for Franklin. Coming back the other way, they'll have the goal kick. 5:23 to go in OT. Girls have to be feeling the pressure of playing for so many minutes here today with the overtime now. Ball out of bounds. Franklin with the ball. 5:06 to go in OT. One hopper to O'Connor. She'll go to the back line. Franklin drills it in. Can't quite clear the defense. Shamrock's back, and they send one towards midfield. Franklin with it. And it's the Panthers going on defense for Vieira. She sends one on the left wing. It's going to be Grace Marinella. She's got to watch out. A player charging down. Marinella will box out beautifully, and it'll be a goal kick coming for the Panthers with 4:33 to go in the first OT. The first team that scores wins. Franklin for O'Connor on the right wing. No, Maddie Pond, rather. It's blocked, taken back by Vieira. Chipped ahead to Holland. A header there by Gwen. Holland with some space. She'll launch when it gets through Lily Strong and will roll back to the Shamrock back line. Holland charging, can't get to it. Headed there but the wrong way by the Panthers. Now kicked forward by Franklin. Gets over Lovell's leg and controlled by the Shamrocks. They send one down the right wing. That'll go out of bounds, and Franklin will have the throw in with 3:55 to go in the first OT. If nobody scores after this one, we'll play another 10-minute section. And then sudden victory on shootouts. Ball is blocked by the Shamrocks. Taken back by Feehan. With it here is Brooke Kennedy. She'll drop it back. 3:33 left in the first OT. Little side kick blocked by Franklin. Again, blocked again, headed by Feehan. Feehan with some good pressure. Kennedy controls and gets a pass on for Vieira. Vieira on the left wing. Stutter step move. Gets through Pond. Her centering ball is wide. Franklin tries to cover it. Here's the rebound shot. It's blocked. Here's the rebound in the goal. The rebound in the goal. And the Shamrocks win it on the rebound goal. The officials are consulting with one another on the field. Let's see what this is. There's a consultation here. Are they going to take this one off the board here? That is, we're going to play on. They took the goal off the board. It's 1-1. We play on. I'm not sure what that call was. Second time it's happened. Here's the long driving kick. Cairns saves it. Wow, very little time left. 2:55 in OT. They took the goal off the board for some reason after a consultation with the officials. Two of them got together, and Rosa, the center official, said, no, it's a goal kick for Franklin. I am not sure what happened the second time something like that happened today. 2:35 left in first OT. We play on. Wow. Marinella with that long kick. Franklin tries to get to it. They do. Holland, she's going to chase it down. Franklin with the steal. Back to Maddie Pond. Pond for Holland. Back the other way on a long clearing boot by the Shamrocks. Sinelli will go back, and she's going to kick it to the side. Marinella, can she get to it? Yes, she can. It's off of the Shamrocks. A nice play by the freshman, Grace Marinella, with 2 minutes to go in the first OT, and the clock is stopped on the scoreboard. Less than 2 minutes left. Franklin boxed in their own corner. Now they get a little bit of space kept in by Peck. Here she comes. Franklin stops it. Villela Ava with a sliding hit. For Franklin, Grace Holland. It's off ahead of Vieira and out of bounds. Franklin with the throw in. Roughly a minute and a half left in the first OT. Holland can't get to it. taken back by the Shamrocks. With it here is Brooke Kennedy. Kennedy swings it to the center of the field. Kick in. Charging. Franklin gets a leg in it. Stops play a little bit. Still in the offensive zone. Franklin gets the steal on a great play. A wonderful play by the Panthers. And Franklin's controlling it. That play was by O'Connor. Shamrocks to midfield and Franklin with control. Maddie Pond zips one up. Gets through Gwen Holland. And now it's blocked. Spinning ball. It's going to be captured by the Panthers. Maddie Pond sends one through. Play on here. The final maybe 30 seconds of the first OT. And that's a double whistle. And the first OT is over. We're going to have another one. So we're going to take another 5-minute break. And then we'll be back for the second OT. If that 10 minutes is scoreless, we'll have a shootout. We're going to pause here in our action and our coverage. And we'll be back to Bishop Feehan's McGrath Stadium in about 4 minutes. We're going to see, maybe, no, they're not going to have a long break. They're not going to have a long break. They're going to play on. So we'll stay with the coverage. Another 10-minute overtime. No break. Here we go. And they're not going to change sides either. Oh, yes, they are. They are changing sides. They are changing sides. So the Shamrocks will go from left to right now for the next overtime period. Franklin defending, and now the sun will be in the goalkeeper's eyes for the Shamrocks. Feehan sends it in near the 40. Good play here by Feehan and kicked out by Carmignani. Throw in coming for Feehan. 9:36 left in the second overtime. The next goal wins. Inserting it will be Amanda Peck, their captain. Again, it's the freshman goalkeeper in goal for the Panthers, Devin Cairns. Cammie Towers can only watch with a leg injury from the sideline. She went out early in this game, in the second half actually. Play on here for the throw-in, right towards the goal, in front. Player there is blocked and just goes up in the air. Franklin tries to send it. They send it out of bounds. A throw-in again for the Shamrocks, but they have pressure on here in the offensive zone. A long throw-in right in front, the header, and it goes to the side. It hits the side post. It hits the side post. Wow. Wow. The game nearly ended with that. It hit the side upright. Franklin with the goal kick. Driven by a field player. Shamrocks headed back in, kicked out of bounds by Franklin. Off level. Throw in coming for Amanda Peck. She gets it down on the right wing. Franklin steals it. O'Connor dribbles it up. Saved. Now a long kick out near midfield for the Panthers. Claire Michelle gets it on the right. Too far behind the would-be attacker out there. And the ball is turned over to Feehan. Feehan, they drive it back, and Franklin sends one to the Feehan zone. Covered there nicely and quietly by the Shamrocks. Chasing it down is Pond. She can't get to it. Franklin tries to make a steal. It's blocked, and it comes out to midfield. The Shamrocks have it. This pass on the right wing. Contact there, and Lovell is going to be setting a player down, and the ball will be thrown in by the Shamrocks with 7:50 left in the second OT. This is Peck. Her long throw-in blocked by the Franklin Panthers. Peck has it. She centers up the ball inside the 40. Franklin goes on defense here. Critical time. A long sailing kick in front. Ball is loose, controlled by the Shamrocks. Stutter step move. Shamrocks really controlling it beautifully. And there's the kick on goal. The one hopper, the two hopper, and the save by Devin Cairns. 7:18 to go in the second OT. Ball to midfield. Chipped forward by Michelle. Ball is loose. Comes out and controlled by Mary Claire Thorpe. She's got a goal. Here's Kelly O'Connor looking for her first goal of the game. Kelly driving it up the left sideline, and she's tackled on the play, and the ball will go to the Panthers. For O'Connor quickly. Kelly gets through one, driving it out, chips it forward, and it's blocked, but Franklin still controls it in the offensive zone. Villela, Ava for Carmignani. She's going to center one in. Player out there. The goalkeeper will watch it go out of bounds. 6:30 left in the game. Free soccer here now. It's in second OT. 6:20 and counting. We're tied at 1. Twice goals have been taken off the board by the Shamrocks. Goal kick coming. Next goal wins. Kicked high by Villela. A lot of spin on it. Villela heads it. Sends it forward. O'Connor cannot get to it. Villela goes back for it and will send it back to the back line. Franklin tries to get it through. They cannot. Here comes the Shamrocks. They drill one through. It's going to be blocked by Sinelli, and she sends it out of bounds. Eiley Sinelli with 5:41 to go. 5:41 in second OT. Throw in coming by Amanda Peck, their senior defender. Peck throws one through. It's headed there and out of bounds. It's going to be Franklin with the goal kick. 5:23 and counting in the second OT. If it's tied, we're going to go to a shootout. What a matchup here. Franklin, the 13th seed, against the 4th seeded Shamrocks of Bishop Feehan. The Shamrocks have it. Chance to win it. The long drive there, and it's saved but knocked out. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner here for the Shamrocks. Karen's got the one hopper, but she sent it back to her own back line. 4:53 to go. I have this as the 7th corner of the game for the Shamrocks. Franklin with only 2. Here we go. Critical stage in this OT. Here's the ball right in front of the net. It's blocked and is hit down. Franklin tries to get to it. They can. They're going to keep it in bounds. This is O'Connor. Kelly O'Connor with some space. Kelly O'Connor, the great player in Franklin history, down up the sidelines. O'Connor coast to coast. She stops. She gets hit hard. Goes flying down. What's going to be the call? It's going to be a free kick, I think, here for the Panthers. And is it going to be a card? It's a card against the Shamrocks, Lainey Cawley. And O'Connor wins the card against Cawley. She's going to go out. Franklin will be playing a player up. With 14:13 to go, it's going to be Cassidy Carmignani. Franklin drew a card. Great play, coast-to-coast drive by Kelly O'Connor. Cassidy Carmignani. With the ball here. Cassidy Carmignani. Hush over the McGrath Stadium. Here's Cassidy waiting for the whistle. She gets it. Here she goes. Carmignani right in front. The header there. The ball is loose and it's out of bounds, and a goal kick coming for the Shamrocks. They survive the free kick by Franklin. What's going to be the call here? They called a corner. They called that off of the Shamrocks. I beg your pardon. It's a corner on the other side. And Cassidy Carmignani will tee it up there with 3:48 to go in the second OT. A goal here wins the game for Franklin. Here's Carmignani. She centers one up. It's high. It's a header. It's loose. It's picked up by Franklin. It's saved there. Now the Shamrocks have possession in the open field. They drill it. Headline collision at midfield. Sinelli goes down again. The ball is loose. Chased down by O'Connor. She's going to send it out of bounds. With 3:20 to go. Franklin had 2 chances with 2 corners. Here's a quick throw in. The ball is in front. The shot is wide. I don't think Franklin was back in time. They had the quick throw in. And Franklin will have the goal kick the other way. with 3:05 left. The kick was wide, but wow, it looked like Franklin was not quite ready for it. They may have been good positioning by the Shamrocks. Heads up for them to play on like that. Franklin takes it down to midfield, stopped by Feehan, and they send one up on the right. Franklin there to block it, take it back. O'Connor with the backward kick. She's going to drill one back. It's going to go out of bounds, and the hustle by O'Connor wins the ball for the Panthers. They'll have it on the throw-in. 2:30 left in the second OT. Headed out of bounds. Franklin will have it near midfield now. Carmignani gets one upfield to a Shamrock. Kicked back by Lovell. On the right side for Gwen Holland. Holland is chased back to midfield. Franklin keeps it in. Drills one there. Ball rolling, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick coming for Feehan with 2 minutes left in overtime, the second OT. So play now. The clock stopped on the scoreboard. The officials controlling the clock. The final two, and we have a timeout called. Timeout called with 2 minutes to go in the game. In the second overtime. Wow. Franklin with two corners. They didn't really have a good look at him. But quickly, the Shamrocks flipped the field, and they had a couple of looks. And we're going to come down to the final two of this overtime, the second overtime. We're almost into the 100th minute of this game. 2 40-minute halves. One overtime period of 10 minutes. Now one overtime period with 8 minutes gone, 2 minutes left. The winner moves on and will play the winner of today's game at 5 o'clock between Needham and Winchester. That's a 5 and 12 seed. Here we have a 13 seed Franklin against the 4th seeded Shamrocks. We're tied at 1. So remember, Franklin field hockey playing right about in 15 minutes at Walpole. And that's a 7 seed versus a 2 seed. That game also will be on Franklin TV and our YouTube Franklin Pride channel. Hope you can tune in. 2 minutes to go in the second OT. Then we go to a shootout. It'll be a goal kick coming for the Shamrocks. Here we go. Taken by a fielder to midfield, kicked in by Franklin. They send one high, headed by the Shamrocks. Out to Valella. She chips it forward. Franklin tries to get to it. O'Connor does get to it. Kelly, she's going to be fouled on the play. Let's see what the call is going to be here. This could be a free kick for the Panthers. I believe it will be a free kick for Franklin. A free kick, and who will have the honors? It's going to be Morgan Lovell. Lovell with a free kick outside the 20. Lovell, 3 defenders, 10 yards back. They're backing up. Here's Lovell. Will she go for the goal? Will go for a pass. Morgan Lovell, the junior, waits the whistle on the free kick. A goal wins it for the Panthers. Lovell, she comes through. She's going for the goal. She hits it right into the 3 players. Turned back by the Panthers. Sinelli is covering it, and she sends it upfield, but kept in by the Shamrocks. Kept in by the Shamrocks. We're in the final 2 of the second overtime. To midfield. Chipped forward. Ping pong back and forth. On the left side, Franklin covering it here. Carmignani for Kelly O'Connor behind her. The ball stays in bounds, and O'Connor blocks it, still is in bounds, and a whistle here and a free kick coming for the Shamrocks. Precious few seconds left in the second OT. We're on the verge of going to a shootout unless somebody scores here in the last minute. Long kick upfield, and that's going to be out of bounds. And there's the double whistle. The second overtime is in the books. We're going to have a shootout. So we'll see how long the break is here before we continue on. We've played 100 minutes of soccer, and the score is 1-1. This player's got to be exhausted out there on the turf. We'll try to figure out the rules of this. It's going to be a shootout. How many players shoot, I'm not sure. 5, I believe. 5 players will shoot. And we'll see if they change goals or what have you. The sun is a factor in the goal to our left because you're looking out at the sun. It's a setting sun now. I know it's early in the afternoon, but at this time of year, it's low. So that could be a factor. Of course, if they go the other way, then the players shooting are looking into the sun. If they shoot to the goal on the left, the players have the sun at their backs. It's an advantage for the offense. Remember, we have a freshman goalkeeper in there for Franklin, pushed into service because of the injury at about midway through the second half by starting goalkeeper Cammie Towers, the sophomore, who played well. And Cairns will have to do the job now, only a freshman. So the two teams gathered around their respective coaches, Jody Klein for the Panthers and John Sibilia, interim coach. The lone goal in the game for the Panthers, Gwen Holland at 26:37 the first period, and then Mary Claire Thorpe at 13:33 of the second half. First half was 26:37 Holland, second half 13:33 Thorpe. And we're tied at 1. 2 overtimes are complete, and we'll see who's going to take the 5 attempts for each team. 5 attempts for each team. If it's tied after 5, I'm not sure what the rule is at that point, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It's another 5, apparently, after the first 5. Okay, just like we had 2 10-minute overtimes, we'll have 2 5-player shootouts. This is exciting. The player and the goalkeeper, one-on-one. And again, which goal they shoot at is going to make a big difference because of that low-setting sun. The winner moves on to the Elite 8. What a game here today. We're tied at 1 in the shootout version of this playoff competition. They're going to call the 3 officials will call the captains and the coaches together. The head official, lead official, the center official as he's called, is Rosa talking to Coach Klein. The other officials are gathered with the captains at midfield, but Klein's still chatting with Rosa. And they'll continue that conference. I think they're discussing which goal to defend. Klein is comfortable now, and now the meeting at the center field. So see if there's going to be another flip to see who shoots first. That's always important. You know when you're shooting whether you need to score or if it's just going to be still a tie. So a lot of discussion. The referees earning their keep here today. They're discussing it at midfield. Crowd huge here at the field, McGrath Stadium on the campus of Bishop Feehan. Pete Royce with you, Chris Leverone next to me producing the game. Remember, in about 9 minutes, Franklin Field Hockey will take the field at Walpole in a great matchup between 2 outstanding teams. 7 versus 4 in that matchup. Franklin number 7, Walpole number 4. But here we have business to finish. 100 minutes have not decided the outcome of this game. We're going to go to a shootout. Rosa still chatting with everybody at midfield, the captains. He flips a coin. Let's see. He points to Franklin. I don't know if that means they won the toss. If so, I think they will choose to shoot second. That would make sense. And we'll see who they send out for this. Wow. The shootout. So they're bringing everybody out to the center of the field. I'm not sure what this is all about. So a big gathering on the field. Looks like a convention at McGrath Stadium at midfield. Everybody out there. It looks like they'll only shoot at one goal. I'm not sure which goal they'll shoot at and who will go first. I think Franklin will shoot second. Just my guess. They're going to have the players lined up along the 50-yard line. It's interesting protocol. Quite frankly, I've never seen this. I've never seen a shootout, that is. This is probably standard. Players lined up. It looks like they're going to shoot on the goal to our right. So the goalkeeper will not be facing the sun, but the shooters will be. Some shadows beginning to creep in. It looks like Franklin, no, it's going to be Cairns out there. The two goalkeepers are having a little meeting now with one of the officials, the lead officials, the center official, Rosa. That's Devin Cairns, only a freshman, and Abigail Marcellet, she's a senior. So the experience favors the Shamrocks here with the senior goalkeeper out there. And Rosa, the official, talking to both of them. And everybody lined up at midfield, and I guess they'll release a player to shoot. Kind of a lot of drama here, a lot of festivities. And let's see, the two goalkeepers go down. It looks like Marcellet will tend the net first. And who's going to shoot? We will try to identify everybody. It's so critical. And the ball will be placed, it looks like, at the 6-yard line. If I got that right. And let's see who's going to shoot first for Franklin. It's going to be Gwen Holland. Let's see. No, it's not. It's Kelly O'Connor. Kelly O'Connor will shoot first. Franklin trying to get the lead. The ball is teed up at the 6-yard line. Kelly O'Connor against Marcellet. The first of 5 shooters for each team. Here's O'Connor lining it up. Kelly O'Connor scored a bunch of goals in her career, looking for one more. She shoots and she scores. O'Connor pumps one home. 1-0 Franklin. And so now it'll be walking up. There's a lot of pageantry to this. .28. Now shooting for the Shamrocks is Brooke Kennedy, the senior midfielder. Brooke Kennedy, against the freshman, Cairns. 1-0 Franklin. Kennedy with Cairns in goal. Here's Kennedy's shot, and it's a snow. It tickled in. It went in. It went off the hands of Cairns and went through. We're tied at 1. Wow, it just trickled in. Cairns with a near stop. Now the second goal. This pageantry is tremendous. They walk up to the position. I love the drama. And this looks like Maddie Pond. Maddie Pond will be the second shooter for Franklin. We're tied at 1. Pond against Marcellet. Maddie Pond. Pond shoots, and it's saved. It's saved by Marcellet. And it stays 1-1. Now to give the Shamrocks the lead. They're going to walk up with number 20 will shoot for the Shamrocks, Savannah Ryan. She's a freshman. Ryan to shoot to give the Shamrocks the lead against the freshman Cairns. 2 freshmen going at it. Hush over the stadium. Here comes Ryan. She shoots, and it's a goal. 2-1 Shamrocks. One freshman beats the other. Franklin now needs a goal to tie. They need a stop here. Again, the drama is palpable as these players walk up to the 6-yard line or so. This is Claire. This is going to be the freshman, Grace Marinella, now against the senior, Abigail Marcellet. Marinella, she's got a strong leg. Only a freshman. Grace Marinella to give the team a tie. Here comes Grace. She shoots, and it's saved. And it's now a opportunity. It's 2-1, but they can make it 3-1. Franklin will need 2 goals and 2 stops to continue play if this goal is scored. And now shooting for the Shamrocks is going to be Nev Taylor, a senior forward. Taylor to make it a 3-1 lead for the Shamrocks. Cairns, the freshman, in goal. Taylor, she shoots and she scores. It's 3-1. 3-1. And Franklin, if they miss, the game is over. If they miss the shot, the game is over. And taking it for Franklin is going to be Gwen Holland. Holland will shoot for the Panthers to keep the game alive. Holland, a junior, walks up. The drama is tremendous. Franklin down 3-1. They need this goal to stay alive or the game is over. Gwen Holland approaches it. She shoots and is saved, and it's save over. And the Shamrocks win it. 3-1 in the shootout. What a game, and they rush their goalkeeper. It's all over. The Shamrocks win it. 3-1 in a shootout. Tremendous drama on display here at McGrath Stadium. And they go over the Panthers to greet their goalkeeper, their freshman goalkeeper. She did the best she could, thrust into service with the injury to Cammie Towers, and how much Towers would have wanted to be out there for this. So that's it. The Shamrocks move on to the Elite Eight game against the winner of today's game between Needham and Winchester. The scoring here today, Grace Holland with a goal in the first half. Mary Claire Thorpe tied it up in the second half. O'Connor made it 1-0 Panthers, but after that, Kennedy, Ryan, and the last goal by Thorpe, I believe, made it 3-1, and that's it. And the Panthers season comes to a close. A great year. They finish 13-2-5, and the Shamrocks move on to the next round at 15-2-3. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I'd like to thank our producer, our director, our camera operator tonight, Chris Leverone. This is Pete Roy saying so long from McGrath Stadium on the campus of Bishop Feehan. The final score for the final time today in a shootout, it's going to be a 3-1 shootout victory. I believe officially 2-1 is this final as Franklin goes down and their season ends. Till next time, for the whole crew, Pete Roy saying so long, neighbors.